Okie doke. So I just I'll play it first so you can see how it looks, even with the pedal. Okay, so the pattern, I just want you to know every line, the pattern stays the same. There's one like little tiny difference in it, but the pattern stays the same, but the chords change. All right, just like this thing, this is the same as before. Your right hand is just going to sort of match up to that. And the way that you're going to learn this, it's a weird pattern. You have two patterns in your left hand. To the right hand, which is twice as fast, and it's also, you do 4 of the patterns. The pattern is only 3 notes long. In the left hand, the pattern is 4 notes long. The right hand is twice as fast, and the pattern is only 3 notes long. And what that does is it makes it line up really in a strange way. And then you have this little tail at the end, right? But what I'm trying to express to you is that every line, the pattern stays the same. You have 4 times with this, and then there's a little tail at the end, okay? Every single time. And it just changes which notes you're playing. But the way that they line up is the same. So once you've learned the first line. Once you get it to feel natural, it's going to be easier. It's not going to be easy. I wouldn't say easy. But the fingering is the same, and everything is going to be the same for each line. Almost. So, the way that you're going to learn this, again, you're going to take your trusty blank sheet of paper, and you're just going to start one note at a time. So you're going to, we'll start with 2 notes because we're crazy, right? We're just doing those 2 notes. Do that a couple of times. Then you move it over 1 note. Right? Do it a couple times till you don't have to think about it. Then you move it over a note. Right? Now we're going to move it over. Again. 1 more. Right? Do it slowly. Do it until 1 at a time until you get through the whole line. And again, it feels different than it sounds from the outside, right? If you hear somebody playing, it doesn't sound like, right? Right? It doesn't sound like that. And this is a trick of the mind. You will sound like this. We'll get there. But this is the way to do it. We have to do it kind of mechanically first. You got to get your fingers to cooperate first, and then you'll be able to be flowy. Now, especially this. This is the magical thing about music. You can take something like this. This is a B, this is a B, and that's a C. If you play a B here and a C there, or a B here and a C here, this is the most dissonant, ugly sound that you can have on the piano. But if you play correctly, with grace and confidence, it will be the most beautiful sound. But you have to do it right. So it didn't sound like that when I just did it. It happened, but because of, number 1, the speed, the pedaling, and the emphasis, how I played it, it was somehow, magically, it converts to something that sounds fine. I don't know what it is. Music is amazing. But what I'm saying is we're going to get to that. You don't have to deal with that right now. The main thing is just getting this coordination down. So when you move to the second line, now I'm at the second line and I make sure I get my fingering right here, right? I know the second chord. Now this one just changes the pattern. Instead of B, E, B, we're now doing B, D, B. So I go, right? And then I move my piece of paper over, right? Do that a couple times. Then I move my piece of paper again. And I'm gonna move my piece of paper. Move. Oops. Right? You get the process. You're gonna find the second, third, fourth lines are much easier to learn than the first line. I hope.